Hey, what's up, guys? You see how normal this has become? You see what kind of a trendsetter I am? Incredible. So welcome to day 3 of my time in Amsterdam. As I've been going through the footage from the past couple of days, because it's taken me forever to edit them, the videos ended up like way too long, so I'm gonna try my best to be concise. We'll see how that goes. Do you see how I'm already starting like in a rambly tone? This is not good. So today was a shitty day. Actually, it wasn't all that bad. I woke up feeling terrible, like I had started to get sick at the end of yesterday, and then I wasn't really motivated to go outside because I could tell it was raining. And when I went outside, oh god. Okay, so it was like 36 to 38 degrees out and raining. And it was very much like Seattle rain, where like you kind of didn't need an umbrella, but maybe you put a hood up. My plan for today was to go out into the country and see some windmills. The walk to the train station was generally fine. Like I bought an umbrella the day before, and that worked out just fine to like keep me dry. When I finally got to the train station, I manhandled the umbrella when I was trying to close it, and I broke it. So it was essentially like an $8 single-use umbrella. And then in my attempts to like fix it or throw it away, I somehow sliced my finger open as well. I didn't want to be umbrella-less for the rest of the day, so I like had to figure out some plan to fix these two issues. And I remembered that actually the place that I bought the umbrella at in the first place also sells Band-Aids, so I was able to go there. It ended up working okay. I got the bandages and the umbrella, so all was good. Then I walked back to the train station and got the ticket to go out into the country, and away we went. The nice thing about this particular trip is that the train came like every 15 minutes, the ride only took 15 minutes, like it was super convenient. The station that I was heading to was, oh god, Koch Zandijk? Zandijk. Koch Zandijk. Koch Zandijk. God. Koch Zandijk. And my final destination was Zaanstrecht. Nailed it. Which is like a 10-minute walk from the train station. And it's like an open air museum or something. The closest thing that I could relate it to was like one of those places that you go as part of a school trip and they have like recreationists from colonial days. It wasn't exactly like that, but that's the kind of general feel that I got from the place. Normally during tourist season, there's like a bunch of stuff that you can see. It was all closed because the weather was shitty and it's just off season, which was fine because Rick Steves says that pretty much everything in this park was like a tourist trap or like a ripoff. So it was like free to get into the area, and then each building or something that you wanted to go in charge you like 2 to 4 euros to see whatever. So I didn't pay any of that, even if the thing was open. There was a bunch of like kitschy tourist shops. I wasn't into that. So I went straight for picture taking, and I accomplished my life goal of seeing windmills and getting video of them and recording them. The weather was super crappy, so the sky looks terrible, but everything was super green and like dewy looking. All the buildings were painted green, which had some meaning that I don't remember. You know, if this was like an actual meaningful travelogue, I would have like researched this stuff. Now it's just like I saw some buildings and they were green. There were also animals roaming the grounds and they were photogenic, so that was a plus. I mean, I knew going into this that I was there for the pictures, so I got everything out of it that I wanted to. There were 2 buildings that I actually did go in. One was like a wooden shoe workshop, and that was kind of cool to see because they had a little exhibit on the history of the shoes, and then they actually had like people and the machines to make shoes there. They weren't actually doing anything at the time though, probably because it was off season. And just like Rick Steves had told me, all of the free stuff is paired with like a shop at the end where they try to sell you the crap that they were just telling you about. So there were just like walls of clogs that you could buy, and I didn't get suckered into it. The second building that I went to was the Zans Museum. I guess that was just the English name. The building says Zaanstrecht, which is the name of the whole park. I'm not clear on the naming thing here. That gave kind of a little history of the area, which was industrial, but like in a food way. So they did rice and chocolate and oil, like cooking oils. And it was semi-interesting. Maybe the coolest part was attached to the main museum, there was like a mock factory or something set up for Fekada, which is like a cookie and chocolate brand here. In that building they went through the history of the company, and then they had the like working machines that showed how they were making the cookies and the chocolate. It was interesting. At least I knew the brand now, because that was useful. Whenever I go to a different country, I like to find the popular things that people really eat. And I don't know if this was actually true, but the museum had me believing that those cookies and chocolates were much beloved. So then I went to the store right afterwards to buy a bunch of them. They didn't have them on sale there for some reason. You did get to sample them, which was kind of a plus, because that saved me some headache of trying to figure out which ones of these to buy. Because this company was like Nabisco type thing, where they had like all kinds of different brands of cookies that they sold. I'm gonna put the footage of me eating those things and talking about them in a separate video about food that I'm eating here. And that's about all I did today. After I was done with the Cookie and Chocolate Museum, or whatever we're gonna call it, I headed back into Amsterdam, and I thought about doing some stuff, but it was still rainy and cold, and so I noped right out of there back to my apartment, and here I am now. I might look more like fresh and clean. It's because I just showered, because this is what I looked like for the rest of the day, and my hair was all matted down, and I felt all like gross and disgusting and like wet and sick. It's not pleasant. That's all I got for day 3 in Amsterdam. I hope you're enjoying watching these videos. This is the 3rd day in a row that I have done the like capture footage during the day and then do the narration of what I went through in the evening, but I haven't put together a full video yet, and I don't know if even this works for me. So it's a journey, and if it doesn't work, then I just wasted 3 days on this shit, and I'll find something new to do. I think I'm about done rambling for now, so I'll just see you on the next leg of the adventure. And I have no idea like how well this works, because I'm still trying to edit the first video. It just takes me so long. I'm gonna get into a flow, I believe it, but goddamn.